Our next story is from the United States. This year it's going to witness a rerun of 2020, a rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Yes, Trump's victory in the New Hampshire primary has dealt a big blow to his strongest challenger and strengthened his hold on his party's nomination. He now heads towards a likely November rematch with Biden. His critics, however, disagree. They point at how Nikki Haley is still in the race. She finished second in New Hampshire. She remains steadfast and told her supporters at a primary night party in Concord that the race is far from over. She congratulated Trump, but vowed to fight and challenge him to debate her. But Biden's re-election team is only looking at Trump's New Hampshire win. They're taking it as a starting gun for what will now be the longest and most grueling election campaign in modern American political history. They believe Trump poses a far greater threat to Biden than Nikki Haley, who now plans to take her bid back home to South Carolina. But Biden's team believes that this is already a lost cause. As I speak, they've already assumed Trump to be Biden's primary challenger. And if that happens, the big question is, who will be Trump's vice president nominee? Well, a lot of his allies and former rivals within the Republican Party have started making appearances on the campaign trail. They're rallying support for Trump and pledging their loyalty to him. But Trump himself has kept fairly quiet about his preferred candidate. He says he's in no rush to select a vice president. As Trump keeps people in the dark, analysts have come up with some names who may be on the shortlist. On top of the list of vice president hopefuls is New York Representative Elise Stefanik, a 39-year-old who was once seen as a moderate, Trump-hesitant Republican. She has now drifted closer to the Trump faction of the party. So much so that she has grown into one of Trump's most loyal defenders. In fact, she's even open to serve as vice president. Last weekend, she told reporters that she would be honored to serve in the Trump administration in any capacity. Next on the list is Tim Scott, an erstwhile competitor for the Republican nomination. He's a senator and the most prominent black Republican in the U.S. However, his campaign failed to gain traction with voters due to his lackluster debate performance. So the 58-year-old has seemingly thrown his hat in for the vice president's post by giving his endorsement to Trump. And the third name on the list is J.D. Vance, a 39-year-old junior senator from Ohio. He was in New Hampshire this weekend rallying support on behalf of Trump. Interestingly, he once identified himself as a never-Trumper, but has now refashioned himself as a loyal disciple. These were just a few big names. Besides them, there are other names floating around like Carrie Lake, Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Vivek Ramaswamy. Who among them will get a chance to be US Vice President if Trump wins? We'll be watching closely. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.